G'day guys, welcome to Man Cave Tuesday. Hope you all had a ripple week. So what we've got going on in this video is basically me getting Harry the Boulevard all packed up and ready to go on this Coober Pedy run. As you're watching this, we're out there doing that bloody ride. As you're watching this now, it's crazy. Now, talk about bloody crazy. Also, I buy a new bike. So you'll see we're doing some bloody stuff to the Harry, and then all of a sudden we're going to buy a bike. And then we come back to finish up doing the filling up Harry and all that kind of stuff. So that's what's happening. All right, let's get into it. Rightio, time to get Harry out and get him all organised. Rightio guys, I don't actually have to do anything to Harry. He only just recently got a full service, so the oil got dropped, the oil filter, the air filters have been done. The coolant in there is still fine. Now the tyres, so the tyres are pretty good. So that's the front and the back. They've got enough tread on them to do just over 3,000 kilometres. On the dirt, I don't think there'll be a problem. These Metzlers, I think Marathon 880s or something like that they're called. That's all I've ever used on Harry. Never had a puncture, and you know that I've taken this out into all crazy places. Never got a flat. They're a really good tyre, so I'm quite happy that is going to be sweet for the ride. Rightio, so now the next step for me is I know that mechanically the tyres are always very important. Obviously, it's the thing between you and the bloody ground. A bag, so I'm running obviously the two saddle bags. I've got the tank bag there, and I've got to put on the back bag. So we'll do that right now. Rightio guys, so we're running with this bag. Any of you guys who have been bloody following me for a long time know this one. Now what I've done, for those that don't know, I have this little board made up. That sits on the back there. The reason why I have that is that it sits perfectly on there. Otherwise, you have this small little rack there and it pushes in through there and it just starts to wreck stuff. So, got to whack that on. Rightio, so basically what this is, it's just a piece of board that's been duct taped. I've got a bolt through there. I've made it so that the bolts, oops, where are you? Sit flush down. All I do is whack that through there. That sits on there like that. Then I just have a series of washers. Rightio, so hopefully you can see this. So I've got the bolt coming through. I put a big washer so that gives it a good base to grab hold of. Then I put a spring washer on there because that's going to stop it from vibrating loose. And then I'll put another big washer because what that does is it makes it easy to do up and undo with the wing nut, because with the spring washers it has that little bloody gappy thingy. It always gets a little bit caught. Basically that one's done. That is a done deal. Beautiful. So just to let you know, I have a few setups. So if it was just me, I would normally put that over there, and that actually sits there. If I've got Nay, now actually also I have another one of these, but it's actually wider, so I can also add my big duffel bag thing on there and strap that down on there, and that heaps and heaps of room. Most probably more than what I'd need these days. But since we've got Nay on there, that's why we're doing this. So then this comes around this side. Hook that on there. Now that's pretty secure as it is, just like that. But again, when you get the movement, you'll eventually start to wreck your bag. So I have a gotcha strap down here, gotcha strap that in there, and that'll be sweet. So then we've got room for Nay. Rightio. Good old gotcha straps. 1001 uses, these things. go that way, these out, put that through there, and we just hunker that down. Booyah! That is it, guys. Rightio, so I'll give you a quick look around it. That's what it is. So basically Harry is now right to go. All we've got to do now is check tools. I've got slime to check. I've got to take that off and make sure my slime is still there and in good nick. We'll talk about all that kind of stuff in a minute. So there's that side. All right. So now I'll get Harry into the man cave and we'll start loading stuff. I've already got spare petrol and water, the whole kit and caboodle. I'm going to go through the whole thing and I'll try and do it as quick as I can. Actually, guys, I better bloody check the tyre. I've just checked the rear tyre. I've put, it's 36 PSI. It was down to 35, so 36 in the rear, and I have 29 in the front. I got 28. I mean, I could do that, but I'm here. I've got all the equipment. Let's bloody pump it up. There we go, 29. So with Harry, the Boulevard C50, in the manual, that's what it says, 36, 29. That's whether you're solo, whether you're two up, whether you're solo heavy load. That's it, that's all you need. When we get out on the dirt stuff, I will most probably remain at those things. I won't let them down. The problem with letting it down is that that's when you're more liable to get a puncture. I don't. That's my thinking on the bikes. The other thing is that these tyres are quite a rigid tyre. They're not. If they go down, they don't really. I mean, obviously with a lot of weight. Bam. Let's get in the bloody man cave. Rightio, Harry's in the bloody man cave. First thing, petrol. So I've got 18 litres. Best case scenario, that's no load on this bike, flat riding. I think it's about 280 kilometres. Now this is going back, I'm trying to remember. So I'm going to say 250 k's is what I'm going to get out of that 18 litres. So I'm not happy to just stick with that. So what we're going to do, carry these Redicans, all the old guys will know these ones. So they go in and sit in the saddle bag. So these take 3.85 litres because they're American, so there's some gallon version or something. So what I've done is I've just put 3 litres in each. So I've got 6 litres, and I think that should get me, I don't know, 90 kilometres extra if I need to. Rightio, so these bags should be empty. Yep. And because these are tapered, they just slide in like that. Hopefully you can see that. So now I've got still heaps of room to go in there. Now on this side, I'm having 2 of these bottles, so they're 500 ml, so that's 1 litre. That's going in the bottom, and that'll be the same on the other side. So I'll have, between me and Nate, we'll have 2 litres. That's emergency water. There's going to be some hot days out there. So I'll reiterate what I just said there. That water is emergency water. So when we're doing our water for the day or whatever, when we're travelling along, they've just forgotten about it. Don't do that. So we make sure that we have enough water to get to the next spot. It's only if we have trouble or we pulled over and we're stuck somewhere, that's when that emergency water comes into play. Now the way where we're travelling, there's going to be people on those roads. Not many, but there will be someone coming past within a day. Fingers crossed. They're pretty well travelled roads. They're just very remote and not a huge amount of people on them. Cool. So now all I've got to do is whack this stuff exactly the same in there, and then we'll get into the next bit. Rightio guys, so trying to do this in kind of like a priority thing. So the fuel and that emergency water, we need that stuff. Next thing would be most probably a first aid kit. So there's our first aid kit, fully stocked. I've checked it, everything is in there. I've got the, what do you call it, the sat phone. I'll give you a quick look. So that's that sat phone. It normally carries in that big yellow thing that we carry in the Jeep, but I'm taking that along. I've put credit on there, so I've got 1 month worth of credit in there. And my card with important numbers and information. And the only thing I'm taking is this little power cord, because it comes with, there's 3 different versions, but that it's fully charged now. I gave it a full charge. So that's that. And of course I put it in bubble wrap, trying to save on space, but you've got to keep it, protect a broken sat phone is of no use to you. Obviously having a cable, because if it's flat you want to be able to charge it up, because then again, if it's flat it's no use to you, it's a brick. And that's always just handy to have. Of course put it in a Ziploc bag, that way it's waterproof. Oh, rightio, so 500 mils of oil, 10W40, which is what Harry loves to have in him. I have a pump, so if I need to pump up the tyres or I get a flat and I've got to put that slime in, which we'll have a look at that slime in a minute, I can then pump up his tyre and then get going. So that's that. I am carrying a puncher, that's our deluxe puncher kit, that's got everything in there I need to fix a puncher. Now you've got to remember that on the side of the road I'm not carrying tyre irons or spare tubes or anything like that, because I ain't going to be changing his things on the side of the road. The reason why I'm carrying this, so obviously slime, I can do that. I can just put the slime in, pump it up right, and hopefully that fixes it. If it's a big gash, well then I'm buggered. I have RACV, I'll be on main, what they consider a main road out there, that I'd be able to get RACV help. If in the event that I can't, there will be 4-wheel drives and stuff like that. You will always work something out. You won't just wither and die away. 4-wheel drives will most probably, if the worst case scenario is 4-wheel drive will have lots of tools, more so than what I'll have, to be able to get the wheels off. They'll have tyre irons, hopefully, get the tyres off, and then I could patch it with that. It's going to be a rarer case that anybody's going to be carrying these, apart from adventure riders, obviously. So that's what it is. Or if I get into a town and I've got to get the tubes shipped in, I have spare set here. I could ring Matt, get him to express them to where it's going to take a little while to do that. So that's why I've got the patches, because even the Outback service, I would think they would, but I'm rambling on. It's a little backup. It's only small. It's like cool. All right. Battery, so I have the little Anki thing there, so I've got flat battery, I can jump start it and get going. Also can use that to charge devices if need be, aka the satellite phone. Don't get on about that. If you use your device to do that, then if you get a flat, cool. All right, let's get this side bag done. Oil, compressor, battery backup, and jumper leads, the puncher repair kit, first aid kit. Not sure whether I'll put the sat phone in here, but I'll put it in there for now. So we've still got a little bit more room to go in there. Rightio guys, so tools, I've just opened the side toolbox. Basically in here are Allen keys, sockets and screwdrivers and bits and pieces. That all lives in here. I've got my bigger Allen keys that I need. Obviously zip ties, quick steel, duct tape, and I have my Leatherman, but the Leatherman doesn't go in there. My Leatherman goes up in my tank bag. So as you can see, the tool situation is not extensive as I would normally bloody do, but credit card in my pocket along with my RACV member card. should get us out of trouble. The tools that I get, it's just, you know, things coming loose or something bloody snapping or whatever, nothing major, I'll be able to fix stuff like that. But if anything major happens, out comes the credit card and the bloody RACV. Hello, come and get us. All right, so let's get, no, I've got to have a look at the slime. Let's have a look at the slime. Oh. There we go, guys, look at that. So that's my slime all typed in, oh wow, I don't know. I wonder if they're redbacks. Looks like a messy web, and I know that's redbacks make that that cocoon for their eggs. And I'm looking down here, it looks like a bit of a messy one, so there's most probably a redback in there somewhere. Rightio guys, I don't know whether there's a spider redbacky thing in there. I've just put some fly spray in there and it hasn't enticed him out. I don't want to rip all this out because it's nicely stuck in there. There's nothing in the eggs, nothing there. That looks like a bit of lunch that's really old, so I'd say he's not in there anymore. Or she, I should say she's not in there anymore. Rightio, so slime is done. That can now go back on. So I've sprayed a bit on there, sprayed there, nothing's there. And look, I know people, oh, redback, oh. They will stay to their, they don't run for you and want to bloody bite you. It's only if you happen to touch them or whatever, that's when you're going to get bit. And then it's not real nice. Apparently it hurts. I've never been bitten. So that's fairly easy. It's just one little bloody Allen key thing to get that out, and it just sits there. So if ever I need it, it's there. So that's my backup. It's just the slime. If the slime doesn't fix, then I've got to call, you know, RACV or figure something else out. Beautiful. All right, let's get into having a bloody cup of coffee on the road. Now I should make a mention of, so basically that's it. We've got spare fuel, spare oil, tools, satellite, what you've just seen. That's pretty much all we're going to need in that way. We've got the spare water. The next thing is food, spare food. Do we need? We don't need spare food. We'll survive for a couple of weeks without food if we had to, and I think the worst case scenario would be like a night that we'd have to do without food, but we'll have breakfast bars and snacks and stuff like that we can nibble on anyway. All right, now coffee. That's right, we're talking about coffee, weren't we? Let's get into it. Okay, so we just got a whole heap of satchels. Put your hot water with it, away you go. You're drinking coffee. I've got some sugars to go with my green tea. I know people say you don't have sugar with green tea. I do. I've also got some of these, because like I was saying about there's some hot days. There's 2 days that want a 38 and then a 37. And that's kind of like when we're up there, but not right up there. So that'll be, it's not dangerously hot, but that is hot, obviously. Cool. 2 cups. Got me gas cylinder. I'll bring you down here. Right, so we've got all that stuff, and then we've got in a pot. So I'm just taking the pot, I'm not taking the fry pan. Don't need the fry pan. Here's 2 coffees ready to go, a spoon, and then obviously that adapter with the gas stove, all hooks onto there. Put the water in there and away we go. That is it. Simple as. So as I've said before, I'm keeping that part of it very simple. The only times that we'll use that is once we're up at Maree. Maybe from Hawker to Maree to Williams Creek to Coober Pedy. Maybe a bit after Coober Pedy, but I doubt it because then we're back on the tar again. So it's in that dirt section. Nothing there basically, except for those towns that I mentioned. Other than that, there's nothing there. It's just a road. So that's when we'll want to pull over and make ourselves a cup of coffee. When we're on the other parts, we will pull up at places that will make us a nice cup of coffee, fill up the bloody whatever, and we'll be eating. We're not cooking, eating, all that kind of stuff. We're motelling it all the way. So it's going to be quite a luxurious ride for me. All right, so what else we got? Rightio, so I'm just going to stick this stuff in that top bag there, easy access. when you're on the side of the road, you pulled over. We just want to get our stuff out easy and get cooking. Cool. Now the pots and stuff. Rightio, so the pots, you'll notice that this is the high side. When the bike sits over, this is the high side. This is the bag that's the easiest to get into. You can think of this any which way. You can think this is the road side, so it's the dangerous, blah, blah, blah. But this is where I'm going to put our cups and the pot. Beautiful. Rightio guys, so far we're doing pretty bloody good. So I've still got a little bit of room on the, we'll call it the passenger side of the bike saddlebag. Got plenty more room on the driver's side saddlebag. And the big bag on the back is still totally empty except for that little top bag. So all we've got now is clothes, toiletries, food, snacks, as it'll be just snacks really, not food as such. Oh, my tank bag's still empty. The only thing that's in that is the multi-tool. So I've got other little bits and pieces, and then of course I've got all the camera gear, the drone, bloody hell. But if I want you guys to come along with me, I've got to do that. Alright, so I'm not ready to put all that other stuff in yet, so I'll come back to yous. So for now, back to the man cave. Rightio guys, let's go and buy a bike. Rightio guys. Oh geez, what the hell was that?
Christ.
Oh, I broke. Oh, it doesn't matter. My sunglass holder, I just snapped it. It's crazy. What are we doing, Matt?
We're going to look at a bike to buy.
Excellent. It's a Suzuki CB250.
Honda.
Hey?
Honda.
What did I say, Suzuki?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a Honda.
Okay. Apparently Matt's the motorbike bloke. I'm just an idiot. Sorry, it's Thursday and afternoon, and I'm getting shit ready for this ride that we're taking off on tomorrow to Coober Pedy. So I'm all over the joint. This bike came up. I looked at it the last couple of days, and I thought, oh, if I don't grab it, it's $1,100. It's a 2003 model, and it looks like it's in really good nick. So, and it's here in Kangaroo Flat. It's just not far, 2k away from me. So we're going to have a quick look at that and see if we can get it. Cool. Rightio guys, so we have got it. Here it is. This is the little beauty. So I won't say Suzuki, Honda CB250. And Brett is the man we've done the deal with. Yeah. So we've got it for $1,000. I'm going to shake your hand.
Most welcome.
How's that? Bloody ripper. Well-maintained bike. So you guys are now wondering what the hell am I going to do with it? And I was talking about Cafe Racer, but I'm talking with Matt and we're going, not really the demographic you guys. So we've got some ideas, haven't we, Matt?
Yeah, thinking about doing a scrambler.
Yeah, scrambler, but maybe not the. Oh, we don't. Yeah. He's going to push me to a scrambler.
We don't know.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Back to the man cave. Rightio. No, you're running out there too. Gosh, you're already bloody on it. I just said, no, you go and check out your new bike.
It's very little.
Love the enthusiasm.
Yeah.
It's a cool size.
Yeah.
There's the ones they use for the licensing test.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes, I've
Yeah.
dropped one before then.
Yeah.
Oh, did you drop one?
Yeah, when I did my actual license.
Oh, wow.
You know how you do the thing and you go round and you
Yeah,
do
you
all
do
your
the little
tests,
loop
and then you
right
do the
hand
stop.
Yeah.
I did the stop like, I don't know, a dozen times because we were just cruising around.
Yeah, because it's not just a stop though, is it? It's the left-hand turn, right-hand turn,
And then the stop.
and it'll give you one randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did that, and we'd done it heaps of times, and it was all fine. And then all of a sudden he goes, so this one's your test. So I stopped, and then I let go of everything. Because he went, yep, cool, and I dropped it. But I still passed, so, you know. Because
made the stop.
he goes, I know you can do it because you've just done it like a bazillion times.
So we're
Yeah,
thinking,
it's really
putting on knobby wheels, you'll be able to ride that on the dirt. So that'll be a step up from the postie bike.
Yeah.
Be able to take that off-road.
Yeah, basically that is going to be the model up from the posting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's still a Honda.
Yeah.
So there you go, guys. These they can talk forever. You can, you guys. They can just go on and on and on.
Yeah. This,
So there you go. I'm not putting down what I'm going to do with this or not. I'm not giving up on that TX 250 either. I just thought this was too good a deal to pass up.
yeah.
Yeah, we've got lots of different ways that we can go with this. Now, Nays just informed me that we've got a bit of bad news, and that is the real estate rang up and this place is going up for sale.
Yeah. Bastards. Utter bastards.
So that means that we'll have people traipsing through.
Yeah.
It also means that the new owner may want to.
Yeah. They're hoping for an investor, but
Yeah.
not with my track record. Every time I move into a house.
Yeah, well,
Sell
that's
it, it's always
ways-
to someone who
who wants to move into the house. So, man cave,
will be relocated.
woodshed, workshop, stables, Biker Bits HQ. There's a lot of shit here. We might have to bloody move, which will be. So the positive is that we'll have to find a place with a big couple of sheds. That's what we'd have to do. All right, shutting up. Back to Man Cave Tuesday. Bloody hell, guys! What a crazy day. All right, so we're still going with packing up Harry. So I've got some crunchy nut bars, some bloody muesli bars, and they likes these. Got some snacks, bag of snakes, and some up and goes. So obviously these are for success. It can be afternoon tea, breakfast, afternoon tea, all that kind of stuff. Whatever. If we bloody get trapped on the side of the road overnight, we can eat them for tea. The snakes are just for as we're going along, or if it's taking us a while to get somewhere and it's getting late. These are great little energy things just to give your brain a bit of a spark and to continue, so like having a cup of coffee or something like that. And the snacks are pretty much the same. You know, sick of eating bloody those bars, you can then change over to these, have it with your cup of coffee, type stuff. And again, these are good because it's giving you liquid and food all at the same time. The old up and go, the chocolate version. Let's chuck them in the bike. Rightio, snakes into the tank bag. Rightio, guys, so we're now going to chuck just these. The snacks will go in the side pocket here. Now like that. Still room to put other stuff in there. Alright, so on this other side we're chucking all our bars. They go in there. Zip that up. Last but not least, the up and goes. I'll get chucked in here. I'll turn around. Beautiful, so still got a little bit more room in there. Rightio, got some little sundry things here. Now, I've got some, like that's a deep heat back thing if you've got a sore back, but it's just like a warmer. I've got some hand warmers, some toe warmers and bits and pieces. That's just going to go in the tank bag. That'll be for more than likely just the last part. We've got like a 700k run from Broken Hill to Bendigo, which means we'll most probably be travelling at night time. It might get cold. That's a quick and easy way to throw some stuff in, keep you warm while you're going along, without us having to take a heap of extra stuff, which that's the only time we're going to use it. Now, the other dual purpose of these is if we do get stuck on the side of the road and we've got to spend the night on the side of the road, we don't have a tent, we don't have any sleeping gear, it will get cold out there overnight, so we can use these to help keep us warm, because they run for quite a long time, like 8 hours, so that would be a nice little comfort thing. Windshield or visor cleaner, sunglass cleaner stuff, little pack. Love this. This is brilliant. You don't need anything special. Just it's like Windex, I suppose. And that little terry toweling cloth, beautiful. Panadol, if you've got a bloody headache, you want to get rid of it. Sunscreen, because I wear an open face helmet, so that's very important for me. I bloody forget it a lot of times, but I've got to make sure I put that on, and also the lips, because although with the big windscreen and now with those deflectors, I still will need it. Headlamps, these will be the only lights that we take, one for Nay, one for me. Only real time we're going to use it is if we happen to get stuck on the side of the road, really, or we're I don't know, very rare, but yeah, they're light, simple. We'll take those. Oh, there was one other thing I forgot to mention, and I'm just taking some quick fire lighters just in case, like I said, trapped on the side of the road, I can light it, I can get a fire going as well, so they'll just go in. All right, so that goes in there, they go in there, that goes in there, in there. Now in here there's some stickers there, that's a what do you call it, USB thing to go in that, and I have a spare key for Harry. The spare key remains in there in case I lose the main one over there. These will just get shoved in there. Beautiful. Alright, so while we're here, I'll show you. So I've got that camera mounted here. I'll have a camera on my helmet, and then I'll have the camera that I'm hanging onto now. I'll have the phone mounted there. It will be wired straight into the USB on there. So that'll be my navigation. I'm just showing you that there. So that what you're looking at there is satellite imagery of a section that we will be going through between Williams Creek and Coober Pedy. They're all sand hills. The road we'll be travelling through will go through there. So I'm hoping that that's not too bloody sandy. I just had a look at the South Australian road thing. Everything is green, so all roads are listed as open, so they're in good condition. That road where that sand bit that I just showed you going from Williams Creek to Coober Pedy, that's blue, so it's open, but you've got to travel with care, so it's not perfect. I had a quick, it's hard to know, but we'll be right. I know with Harry, I just got to back down the speed, whether it's 40 k's, and I can get through stuff like that. I've done it before, so yeah. All right. Rightio, so camera gear. So I'll have my little tripod. It obviously extends a fair way out. It's not as good as this one where I can just stand straight up and level talk with it. I've kind of like, you've got to be back a little bit and maybe a bit, but it's a lot smaller, a lot lighter, so that's that. That's Sparky, the drone. Hopefully we'll get some really, so we're not going to, the filming that we do, I won't start that until most probably we get to Hawker, just before Mari. I'll explain, I'm going to hopefully show, this video's going way too, this Man Cave Tuesday's going longer than the bloody normal one. A little light that goes on the top of the camera. This is just a Sony Handycam, that pole action, the Sony action camera. This little one, Sony action camera that goes on my helmet. That, like I said, that light goes on top of there. Then I have, this is the charger for the drone batteries. And I only just realised tonight that it actually has USB. Now I've just tested that, so I can be charging the batteries of the drone and charge the phone and charge the hand, because this Handycam has a USB thing that hangs out, which is how I take the footage off, but I can also charge from that. So I'm not going to bring the 240 volt charger for that thing. I'll just use this, because when we're in a motel, we've got power, and I can have that just charging. I'm obviously going to be bringing, I must probably have 4 of these batteries that I'll take for that. So, and it just means it's another big clunky bloody power pack that I don't have to bring for this. I think, yeah, that's pretty much the only camera gears that I'm bringing. I'm not bringing a laptop or anything like that. The SD cards that are in there, they're 32 gigs, so that should be heaps. I don't have to bring extra ones of those. Trying to keep it very, very simple. And as I don't know whether I just said it or not. Bloody, it's getting late. The filming will pretty much start just before Mari, basically before we hit on the dirt. So it'll be going through all that dirt stuff into Coober Pedy, maybe coming out Coober Pedy. A little bit before and after maybe, but I don't want to drag it out. 7 days worth of us just riding along bloody normal highways. It'll bore the shit out of you. Rightio. So now we're up to clothing. Sorry guys, I forgot to show you. Look, in here is where the drone, the tripod, the light, the spare batteries, the power pack for charging all the batteries and bits and pieces. That will still leave extra room in there. The camera that I'm holding, the Sony camera, that'll actually sit in there, so it's quickly and easily got out, and then also it's easy to get that tripod out as well. Rightio guys, so are you still hanging with me? Alright. I'm trying to get all this done tonight so that I can get all this edited and then uploaded, set so that you're watching it now. Because I've got until tomorrow, until we're not going to leave until 3 o'clock. But anyway, there you go. That's what I do for you guys. So I've got 2 sets of rain pants, one for Nate, one for me. There's not any rain forecast, but if there is rain, we've got rain pants. We're not worrying about bringing in a rain top. Nays things, we're all set for that. But this also doubles if it does get cold, like I was saying on that trip coming back. We can put these on, adds that extra layer for warmth. Rightio, so in this side here where we have all the tooly stuff, the first aid kit, the sat phone, shouldn't really have to go into this saddlebag. So basically, if everything goes to plan, we don't have to get into that. So that's it. Rightio, so the clothes that I'm taking, obviously I'll have a full set of clothes on me while I'm riding the bike. I'll have a pair of these just bloody slip-on shoes. They're really light. Oh, and they had bloody dirt on. I flicked it in my eye. So I've got them. Three sets of, so there's a pair of jocks, a t-shirt and a pair of socks in each one of those. So there's 3 of those. And a pair of just regular jeans and a small hoodie top thing. So that'll be for when we're walking around or whatever, when we've pulled up for the night or just hanging around in the motel or going out for a bloody meal or something like that. That will also double as if I need extra layers if it's cold while we're riding at night time or in the morning or whatever the hell it ends up being. So that's it, that's all I am taking. Rightio, so this is the main compartment area. Oh, got a mirror there. How's that? That's pretty snazzy. So shoes go to the bottom. Jeans and that in there. Some socks in there like that. And that's it. So Nay's got all this room in here. There's still a little bit more room in this section here that can go in there. We've still got room in that driver's side saddlebag in there, and I've still got room in that tank bag as well. Whoops, nearly forgot my toiletry bag. So toothbrush, toothpaste, bloody aerosol can for spraying underneath the arms, horse brush for brushing my hair, and there's a little towel thing which I most probably won't need, but it's in there anyway. So that'll just get thrown in there like that. Beauty! So there you go guys, that's pretty much it. That's packing the bike all up. So the only stuff that's missing is Nay's stuff. She does everything at the last minute. That's just how she works. I don't mess with that. She always bloody just boom, she's all done. So give you a quick run around now. Okay, so as I said, I've still got room in that tank bag. That is now chock-a-block full, and now it's chock-a-block full because I shouldn't have to take anything out of that in case of emergency. I don't like having something chock-a-block full because as soon as you start taking stuff out and putting it back in, it's always, you never get things packed in the way that you pack it when you're at home. So that one there not being full, it'll be good because there's stuff in there that we will be pulling in and out, and that means that we won't struggle to try and pack it all back in. Same with all these top stuff and all that. These aren't, I can get more stuff in that. This whole back bit here, that's a big pocket there. Nay will be able to put stuff in there as well. What's in there? Oh, that was all the coffee stuff that's in there. That's a rain Duvalaki. Yeah, so that's it. That's it, guys. I will stop this. I'm sure this has been going on for too bloody long. All right, back to Man Cave Tuesday. Rightio guys, so now I'm going to quickly show you the route that we're taking. Nay's got a bit of paper that I've got everything written down, and she's going to yell out where we're going and how many Ks it is. So we're going to start with, on here, so we are Bendigo
To Mildura.
to Mildura, which is
Ks.
up to there, 400 Ks, and then from Mildura,
To Peterborough.
so we come along here,
419
up
Ks.
to there, Borough, and then Peterborough, there. How many Ks?
419.
419, and then from Peterborough to
Murray.
Murray, so then we go all the way up here, so we're going past Lee Creek to Murray. So here at Lyndhurst, that's where the dirt starts. So we go dirt all the way to Murray.
So 417 in total for that one.
417, yep. And then from Murray to Williams Creek, which is along there, which is all dirt.
204.
204. And then we've got 163 from Williams Creek, and this part here is where all those sand dunes were. But don't think we're going to be riding. Well, we are riding through sand, but it should be a decent road, is what I'm saying. To Coober Pedy. That's our end goal, to get to Coober Pedy. Now
167, not 163.
Oh, sorry, 167. So this is the road that comes right through the middle. So that's where you get up to Alice Springs and Uluru, Ayers Rock and all that kind of stuff. So from there, we're then going to come all the way down to, what was the next one?
Pimba.
Pimba? Where's Pimba?
366 Ks, I have no idea.
Coober Pedy. I think Pimba's right near where Woomera is. So to there, then we come through Port Augusta, and we end up back at Peterborough. And then what we want to do is take this one, the Barrack, because this is a new road for me. So I want to get that road. That'll take us to Broken Hill, which is how long?
586 from Pimba to Broken Hill.
Cool. And then Broken Hill to Bendigo.
693.
693 Ks. Cool, guys. I was hoping I was going to do that a little bit more sophisticated, but that's it. That's the rough gist of what we're doing. Right. Well, there you go, guys. That is Man Cave Tuesday done and dusted. Hope you enjoyed it. Now, remember, this Thursday there won't be the Virago video because we just ain't here to do it. So we'll see you next Man Cave Tuesday. Hopefully we will have some. Of course we'll have bloody something. All right, guys. Remember, keep on riding, and if you ain't riding, just keep on keeping on.